ever since I came back from DC, I've had this nasty cold. And I've had some miserable moments. I didn't even go shopping on Black Friday, which is one of my most favorite things to do. But out of all the miserable moments that I had, none of them has been as miserable as the one I had right before I went to sleep. And that's when I had this realization about Michael Jackson. Here's the thing. I like to entertain the idea that he's still alive, because in the past few months of me becoming familiar with his music and realizing how talented he was, and seeing how well loved he was, and how the millions of fans around the world are truly devoted to him, and being aware of the different aspects of his talents and his philanthropy, the millions and millions of dollars he's donated, the records that he's broken, the ideas that he wanted to enforce about teaching parents how to be better parents and raising the consciousness of society so that we will be more globally aware of right and wrong. So there's that side of him. And then there's the bottom line side of him. He died an addict. And that kind of makes my stomach turn, because I realize how cunning, baffling, and powerful addiction can be. So when the death hoax people ask the question, we have so much evidence, we have so many facts, why isn't mainstream media picking up on Michael Jackson's hoaxed us all? Because I think the prevalent idea with the majority of people, he had a lot of resources at the tips of his fingertips. He had 3 beautiful children. What if one of the children walked in there and found him dead? You know, it doesn't make sense to me. I really, really love to entertain the idea that he's alive, because if he died an addict, yes, I know we all have our demons. I certainly had mine. I just can't wrap my mind around the fact that he died that way. But realistically, he probably did. Realistically, he didn't do anything to get out of his addiction. Realistically, he put a lot of people at risk. Realistically, that last moment is going to outweigh all the good that was represented in his talent, in his philanthropy, in his ideas. It's all washed out because of his addiction. There's some sort of dichotomy there. There's the angel side of him. And if he's really dead, there's definitely that demon side of him. And he let the demon side win out. I think that mainstream media isn't picking up on it because the circumstances around his death leaves a lot to be desired. And my miserable moment came for me last night when I realized I'd been making this man a hero. And realistically, he was an addict who couldn't recover. Instead of using his money to get help and make his world a better place, he used his money to perpetrate his illness. And I don't like the message that that sends to my daughter. He was his own antagonist in his life, not a hero.